What activities did Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky participate in during their recreational affair? Now, I'm not going into the details of this scandal. That's well known. That's well out there. I want to look at what activities were they employing, what techniques were they using onto each other for this scandal to take place. So this is all information from a federal document called the Starr Report, which is a description of the impeachment trial, statements and stuff like that from Monica, Bill, and other witnesses. Now, one of the common misconceptions of this relationship was that it was just kind of, a one-time thing. It was an affair, but this was actually not true. They just see each other, do their recreational activities, and leave. This was not true. This was a very in-depth, in-resolve kind of relationship. Even going as far as, name calling. He would call people, Bill would call her like sweetie, and stuff like that, and Monica would call him handsome. So yes, there was a connection there, and they would even go as far as sending each other gifts, cigars, ties. The Monica said that she liked it when Bill wore her tie because she knew that he held her close to his heart. So this was not just, they go and see each other, do their activities, and then leave. This was a very in-depth relationship. Name calling, gift givings, even arguments. They would get into arguments sometimes. Bill even saying he doesn't give anybody more attention than Monica Lewinsky outside of his family, staff, and home life. So she didn't really know what position that put her in. But yeah, there were arguments, gift giving, and of course name calling. So this was a very in-depth relationship. This wasn't just a one-time thing. These two were actually kind of building something here. Even came to the point of marriage talks. Bill said that he didn't know if he was going to stay married after these 4 years in office, and Bill said that maybe he'd get married to Monica, or Monica took it that way. So before we get into any of this, I just want to preface that this was a very real relationship. It wasn't just this kind of we go see each other, do our deeds, and then leave. So let's now get into the deeds, the spicy stuff. By definition, to the Starr Report, the congressional hearing, sex is defined as either penetration or fondling of genitalia. Now, this is the only thing that statements from Monica Lewinsky and Bill Clinton contradict each other. Monica Lewinsky claimed that Bill Clinton did in fact fondle her genitalia, and Bill Clinton claimed that he did not fondle any Monica Lewinsky genitalia. So, according to this is probably one of the main reasons that Bill Clinton was never removed, because the two contradict each other, and Monica even said that he never had any penetration going on, so that was off the table. It was only the fondling part, which it's kind of, it is by definition, it's sex, but anyways, the only actual sexual actions by definition taking place were from Monica Lewinsky, because Monica Lewinsky was only trusted, Bill Clinton only trusted her to perform oral recreational activities onto him. He never trusted her with penetration. I guess Bill Clinton never gave her with that right, never promoted her to penetration. So it was all just oral recreational activities. So according to Monica, by the way, all this was taking place outside of the Oval Office in a hallway, a windowless hallway, where Bill Clinton would lean against the wall, the door, whatever, and Monica Lewinsky would relieve his sore back. Of course, the recreational activities would take place, but during these activities, Monica Lewinsky would bite her hand, and Bill would cover her mouth to, damp the noise a little bit, because they obviously didn't want to be found. So, according to Monica Lewinsky, she and the president had sexual actions 10 times, or she performed sexual actions on the president 10 times. 9 of those times were oral recreational activities. So during these recreational activities, Monica Lewinsky would bring the president to release some sort of fluid from his body on only 2 occasions. Of course, one of these occasions had to be the infamous blue dress. I think we all know what the blue dress is. If you're not aware, there were Bill Clinton stains on Monica Lewinsky's blue party dress, and she would not come to realize this until, after the fact, and she would be going through her wardrobe and found these stains, and then it was confiscated and using evidence as that stuff. So most of these actions, what did they partake of? Of course, I already mentioned the oral recreational activities. On one occasion, Bill Clinton inserted a cigar into Monica Lewinsky's genitalia. Obviously took it out, lit it, smoked it, and said he quite enjoyed the flavor. So yeah, that's good stuff. And then of course, you'd have your oral, your cigars, and then another pretty big one would be the phone. According to Monica Lewinsky, her and Bill Clinton had phone recreational activities 10 to 15 times during their affair, in which one time she claimed that Bill Clinton actually fell asleep. Must be a hard day at work. So yeah, this is pretty much the compilation of their affairs. This was Bill Clinton never promoted her penetration, and according to definition, Monica Lewinsky was the only one performing sexual actions on Bill Clinton, because she was the one performing the oral recreational activities. And so this is pretty much what happened. You would have your not in-depth recreational activities, such as your gift giving, your name calling, and your arguments, and then you would have your in-depth more strenuous recreational activities, such as your oral recreationals, your cigar recreationals, and then your phone recreationals. And all of this combined has led to what we know as the Monica Lewinsky and Bill Clinton scandal. So with that being said, I hope I provided you with some sort of good information that you could take away from this. This is all historic. I'm not, doing this for my own, health. I think this is very important information that the public should have available to them without having to scroll through a 200-word document. It was a pain for me, but this is what I'm out here to do, is inform the public of important information. And I feel like I've done this in the video. Of course, I think that's going to be it for today. Stay safe and stay hydrated.